Naomi knelt beside her young olive tree. Its leaves were dry and brittle, the branches drooped towards the dusty ground. She had planted it with such hope, such promise. Now doubt clouded her heart.
Was she doing enough? Was it destined to wither and die?
Naomi's life mirrored the tree's struggle. She had faced hardship after hardship, yet something within her refused to give up. Life had thrown a series of challenges at Naomi. The loss of her husband had left a gaping hole in her life. Financial struggles weighed heavily on her shoulders. The once vibrant colors of her dreams seemed to fade into shades of gray. Looking at the struggling olive tree, she saw a reflection of her own withered dreams. The farm, once a symbol of prosperity and happiness, now felt like a burden. Naomi sighed, remembering the dreams she had held for the future. Dreams of a bountiful harvest, of a family gathered around the table, dreams that seemed so far away now. Naomi closed her eyes and bowed her head.
God, I need your guidance. Show me the way. Give me the strength to persevere.
Opening her well-worn Bible, her eyes fell upon a verse in Deuteronomy. He is like a tree planted by streams of water, which yields its fruit in season and whose leaf does not wither. Whatever they do prospers. Hope flickered in her heart. The words resonated deep within her soul. She clung to them like a lifeline. Maybe, just maybe, there was still hope for her and her olive tree. Naomi knew she couldn't give up. She had to keep trying, keep believing. Naomi's neighbor, Mrs. Ruth, found her tending to the tree. Mrs. Ruth, known for her wisdom, had become a source of comfort.
Looks like it's struggling.
It is. I don't know what else to do.
Mrs. Ruth observed, her voice filled with concern.
Sometimes, it's not about what you see above the ground, but what's happening beneath the surface. Deep roots take time to grow. They need to reach down, find nourishment, and anchor the tree against the storms.
Naomi looked at the tree with fresh eyes. Maybe Mrs. Ruth was right. Maybe it wasn't just about the visible struggle, but about the unseen growth happening beneath the surface.
Thank you, Mrs. Ruth. I needed to hear that.
Anytime, dear. Remember, patience and faith go hand in hand.
Naomi felt a renewed sense of hope. Inspired by Mrs. Ruth's words, Naomi approached her situation with renewed determination. She began journaling, pouring her heart out onto the pages.
Each day, I wrote about my struggles and hopes.
She wrote about the tree and her worries. She wrote about her feelings of inadequacy.
But I also wrote about small victories, the days when I felt hope.
She saw a parallel between her journey and the tree's growth. Like the roots spreading, her faith deepened. One Sunday, Pastor John announced the need for someone to lead a women's support group. He spoke of creating a safe space for women to share their struggles.
My heart skipped a beat. Could I, someone battling my own demons, be a source of strength for others?
That night, Naomi couldn't sleep. She tossed and turned, her mind racing. Finally, she got out of bed and went to her desk. She opened her journal and began to write. She wrote about her fear and self-doubt, but also about the strength she found in her faith and her desire to share that strength with others. Naomi decided to take a leap of faith. She contacted Pastor John and offered to lead the women's group. To her surprise, she found solace and strength in sharing her story.
Week after week, women gathered in the church hall. They shared their stories of loss, of fear, of uncertainty. I listened with compassion and empathy, offering words of encouragement and hope.
As she helped others, Naomi found herself healing. The act of giving, of sharing her story and offering support filled her with a sense of purpose she hadn't felt in years. The once withered branches of her spirit began to sprout new leaves. She was no longer just surviving, she was thriving. Naomi's journey had come full circle. One bright spring morning, Naomi walked towards her olive tree. She gasped. There, amidst the silvery green leaves, were tiny green olives. The tree was bearing fruit.
Tears welled up in my eyes. It was a miracle. But more than that, it was a testament to the power of faith, perseverance, and the healing that comes from helping others.
The tree, once a symbol of her struggles, now represented hope and resilience. It was a reminder that even in the driest of seasons, life finds a way. Naomi knelt beside the tree, her heart overflowing with gratitude. She had faced her Goliath and she had won. The journey had been long, but the harvest was bountiful. Naomi smiled, her heart full of gratitude. The journey had been long and arduous, but she had emerged stronger, her spirit filled with the fruits of patience and perseverance.
Just like this tree, we all have the potential to bear fruit, even in the face of adversity. We just need to keep the faith, nurture our roots, and trust in God's timing.
The olive tree stood tall and proud, a testament to Naomi's unwavering faith and resilience. It was a symbol of hope, a reminder that even in the darkest of times, the sun will eventually break through the clouds. Naomi's story was a beacon of hope for all who heard it.